All right, y'all, I think we are live. And let's see. How is everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to another tutorial. I'm Julie Siomacco, owner of Southern Charm Wreaths, where we teach you the art of wreath making and faux floral designing. I want to make sure that I am on the right page. Let me refresh. Yep, and the volume is working. Awesome. How is everybody? So I just realized that I recorded a whole tutorial right here for our arrangements masterclass. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that beautiful? Love it. I did the whole thing and forgot to turn the volume on the mic on. Wow. What a major fail, but oh well, I can always do the voiceover. It won't be perfect, but at least there's some tutorial, right? All right, let me get back on the chat so I can see everybody. How's everybody doing? Are we good? We're going to be making an arrangement today. It's Christmas. I know some of you are like, what? Like, can we just get through into the fall months before you start coming at me with Christmas? But I'm here to tell you it will be coming hard and fast, and you'll be so glad that you have this tutorial, hopefully, to refer back to for motivation and inspiration. Let me zoom in a little bit better. So we need to angle the camera this way a little. I think that's going to be a little bit better angle. Maybe. There we go. All right. Hopefully you can see my table and the container we're going to be using. I'm going to be using a pedestal container. So this one has a little bit of a stand. Not a little bit, a stand. It does have a little pedestal. It's got a little height to it. And what I was going to do is just create this arrangement. We needed some pictures for the holiday arrangements class that we're going to be doing next month. And I wanted to go ahead and do it now. And I thought, why not record the tutorial on our channels? Did I miss the tree tutorial? We decorated that in our last master class when we were doing holiday bow making. We did our tree, but we're going to be doing another one in our Wreath of the Month Club group. I'm going to take it all off and we'll do a whole nother tree. Let's see. That one alone makes me want to join the masterclass. I know, I love it. This one is the romantic, I call this romantic holiday, so it almost could be Christmas. A Christmas wedding. And then this one is the one that I absolutely loved, and I'm beating myself up because I didn't turn on the volume. And then we made this one live last night on TikTok, if you were there and saw me do that. So we recorded this one live on TikTok last night. So if you're on TikTok, make sure to give us a follow over there. All right, so I have my container. It is prepped. All of the foam is in it. If you can see the overhead, you can see exactly what it looks like. I know I've got a little places showing, but that's okay because I want my flowers to adhere to the foam and not all of the moss. So I don't like to put too much on, knowing that I can always go back and cover up. All right, so here is my Magnolia. This is what, oh, it's significant, 7 inches. And I want to put this in first. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and trim this. If you are, make arrangements, who makes arrangements here? Love your work. Hey, Brenda, thank you. Who makes arrangements? Just trying out a design. Trying to get it a little deeper down. Let's cut that a little shorter. Here we go. We've got our first flower added. How many, I mainly do wreaths, says Brenda, but looking forward to an arrangements. Ooh, yay. All right, so now what I want to do is just fill in some greenery around this. I've got so many different kinds that I'm going to lay some on this side. Let's do, this is going to be last. Let me put it over here. All right, get everything situated. So I've got a multiple greenery. I like to use multiple types of greenery for texture. And lately, the greenery that I've been getting has been a little tricky to work with. Some of the wiring has been really, really thick. All right, and we've got some that are not. Some greenery is just icy looking, and some are flocked. I'm just going to work my way around with different kinds of greenery. Who is a greenery fan? Anybody else just absolutely love greenery? Come over on this side now. Actually, I think I might just keep it back here. Okay. Got some greenery over here. This one has got, this is the lamb's ear, and it's got a little frosting on it as well. Let me get that one. Erin says after a while, when she started, she was intimidated. I was intimidated too. And then I just started as well. Yeah. Right? We just got to start somewhere. Okay, let's see where we're going to put some of this. Definitely want one right here. Let's fill up some of that area. I'm going to decide, I actually decided I was going to do a different shape. Maybe I'll go back to that idea. We'll see. And then I decided, let me just switch the shape. I'm going to do some green on this other side. I'm going to use the greenery to create a shape of some sort. Yeah, I think I'm going to go back on this a little bit more. Well, let me just keep going forward. Just move forward, and then I can go back and cut out anything that I don't need. So I'm just dipping this in glue as I add. Yeah, let me go back and take some of this out. Just going to angle it a little bit differently. That looks better. See, we can always redo things. We don't have to commit, right? We can change things up, change things around. So don't be afraid, you know, to try something different. There's nothing we can't fix. With glue, I still feel like that's too far out than what I want. I'm trying to keep my greenery from getting all the glue strings on it. It is, to me, it's a relaxing thing to do. When you don't have the camera on and everybody watching you. It is very relaxing. All right, let's go in a little bit further with that one. Okay, I think I like that better. Just trying to get a base. Let's see, maybe we'll do some more flocked. Isn't that pretty? You see how they're mixing up those greeneries? That looks so pretty. All right, so what's everybody doing this weekend? It is Friday. Anybody have any plans? I think it's supposed to rain here, which I did not want that to happen. I'm tired of rain. Okay, let me get some more of my lamb's ear. Anybody here watching me from the first time? Hi, Lisa from Jersey. My turntable is from Amazon. Okay, what else we have? I was thinking about a pine cone. Let me get some of that in there. Well, these are little pine cones. I thought they were bigger. Just doing a little bit of everything. Trying to decide, do I want, I think I like the frosted berries versus the red. All right, so let's see where we can put these. I was hoping that would have been a little bit bigger to put over here, but we'll put these on the front. And I'm gonna just dangle them like this. There. I think it's bigger impact, don't you, when you just put them together versus separate them. My glue string is all wrapped up in my greenery. Okay, I'm just going to keep adding greenery here and there, just working in your different greeneries. And it doesn't all have to match. So this is actually pretty good if you have some that is one style, like a couple pieces of one style, and then some that aren't the same. This is a Magnolia Susan. Just trying to come up with ideas for those big flowers that we always see during the holidays. An ornament would have been pretty back here. Did I already say that? All right, so let's go over this way a little bit. Wow, that's so pretty. You guys, these come together so fast, don't they? All right, let's see what else we have. I have a few of these. Just love it. I don't need this whole bush. So when you're buying for your arrangements, a little will go a long way in most cases. Bonnie says, during Christmas I had a few excuse me, pieces of cedar and other live greenery into her faux arrangements, and the aroma, oh yes. So you could do that with your garland. Take artificial greenery and put it in with your garlands, throw it into your artificial Christmas tree, and you'll just get that scent of pine. I'm allergic to it, so we can't do that. But yes, I've done that before I realized I was allergic to it. All right, what else do I have? I've got some little clitters. Let's put some of this in here. You see the little pieces right here that we're adding? This little piece right here. And I'm clustering these together in order to give bigger impact, just like I did the pine cones. You don't have to add everything individually. I'm trying to feel the arrangement. Okay. Let it speak to me. Show me the way. Show me the way. Okay, one more piece of this. Hey Susie, is the Zoom Q&A from this week on the portal? It should be, or wait, let me think about that. No, I don't think it is. I think it's only in the Facebook group. The Zoom Q&A, I can't remember if we put that in the portal. We'll have to look. Did you check the portal? If not, tag one of the admins in the group and ask. And we'll get that answer to you. So when I do them, I'm not really responsible anymore for putting the stuff in the portal. Thank goodness I have some other people helping me. Like that's Taylor's division. But we can definitely get you answers. Now I'm just putting in this regular eucalyptus. This doesn't have any, you know, Christmas vibe to it, but I think it's still going to be pretty. Whenever you go to get flowers from a florist, they mix it all together, you know. Okay. Ooh, that's so pretty. So far, what do you think? Let me give you an overhead look. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, what do you think of that? Just a bed of greenery, a bed of greenery. All right, I might do a couple more pieces of just this. Let me just do this one stem. And how fast did that come together? I'm still going to add a few more things. I'm going to cut that back. All right, we need a little more back here on this side. I'm going to need a little bit more right here. So let me get another fern. I mean another little greenery piece. I'm just going to do a little bit of this. We don't really have plans this weekend because I think it's raining, but then next weekend we're going to be going to Disney. Anybody else Disney fans? Welcome, Missouri in the house watching, UK, welcome. Welcome, UK's representing, love it. So anybody else they like Disney? Y'all like Disney stuff? Are your families like freaks for the Disney stuff? We used to be. We used to be real big Disney freaks. And don't get me wrong, I still love it, but not as much as I used to. And funny enough, my daughter is working there now. And so we're going to go see her. She's getting us passes into the parks. She's using all of her perks and benefits. Let me get the glue on that one. And I'm like, okay, I'll be a Disney fan again. But we're Disney Vacation Club members, so we don't go like we normally would have when the kids were young. But it gives us an excuse to use our points and our membership and see our daughter. So we're excited about that. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Faye. All right, I'm really paying attention to like the circle of it, the form, and seeing if there is any holes. And when I turn it, it feels like there's a little hole back here under this little piece. And maybe one more. Then let's see if we can add some of these berries. What are we thinking? I'm thinking I probably could have come up off the base a little bit with the flower, but I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it. All right, so now, let's see, we don't need this. Maybe one more of these, so I'll put this over here. Let's add some berries and glitter, because I've got glitter in here on the flower, so I feel like it needs a little glitter. Just gonna give it a little bit of a shape. We've got something over here on this side. Y'all, you can make these for your own home. Pretty. All right, so I've got some over here. I'm going to do one over on this side. Maybe not that long. Have y'all ever watched the process of silk flowers being made? We talked about that with one of our Wreath of the Month Club members who travels to China for getting supplies, you know, for made. And it is really interesting to see and hear about what all is involved, and that some of this stuff is done by hand. I mean, when you see it, you wouldn't never complain again about the price of them. You would be like, wow, so worth it. Some of the flowers they put in a microwave, like one petal at a time, Or, you know, when you build a flower, how it's petals stacked on top of each other. I love that. Got a little line established here. Let me see if I can move it over this way. We got a little line established. It's higher and it's lower. I like all these glittery branches. This would be an indoor only arrangement. All right, let's do some of these branches on the bottom. Faye says yes to the berries. Good. It's got some drama to it, doesn't it now? Let's fluff that out a little bit more. Hi, Verlene, how are you? All right, I'm just going to come over here, put a little bit down low on that berry. There was a little bit of a hole right there. So I covered that up with some berries. Then maybe we'll divide this last piece throughout the sides. Just a little bit. So we connected those two red areas together with a little bit of red on the sides, just a little bit. All right. Now, you could stop there, right? You could stop here. Just want to tie in a little bit of that red glitter. So I used this in the arrangement that we made last night. And so I'm just going to incorporate a little bit of this in there. how do you pick which greenery to add? Ooh, Tina, that's a good question. We have a free greenery guide for you in our bio. If you click the link in the bio, and it says Greenery Guide for Wreath Makers. But in the long, short, okay, so I teach 3 S's. So there's 3 S's to deciding which greenery to use. You've got your shape of the greenery. So you'll notice that we have our eucalyptus, which has a fat leaf, and then we have our long needle pine, which is, you know, long and airy. And then we have our lamb's ear, which is a fat leaf. Then we have our other airy cedar, and then we've got, this is cedar, we've got, I don't think we have juniper in here. And we've got Norfolk pine is in here. So all of them are just, you're just looking at the leaf. So that's the shape. We also have this little one that's like very small, right? Very small. Very small leaf. So you're looking at the leaf, and then you're going to look, which is the shape. Then you're also going to be looking at the, what else is there? The 3 S's. The shape, the shade. All right, so then we have some greenery in here that's got a little yellow, a little more yellow, because, you know, blue and green, I mean blue, what makes green? Red, yellow and blue, right? Yellow and blue make green. So you've got a little, some of the greenery has a little more yellow in it, and then some greenery has a little more blue in it. So you just try to like mix it all up, and you don't have to do it that way. Sometimes I keep only the greenery. Sometimes I do only the blue greenery. So if you're doing all blue greenery, that's more of a cool tone, right? So you're doing more like romantic, like this one. This is a cool tone with all the greenery in it. Just, you know, we put pinks and whites in it. So sometimes you could do all cool tones, or adding the yellow adds a little more warmth. So then you could just choose all greenery that has more yellow and less blue. So it's really taking a look at all of the coloring that's in there. And then the size is the other consideration. That's the last S. The size of the leaf matters. So where are we adding the greenery into our design? Is it going to be sort of an airy fixture to it, or an element to it, or is it going to be something that you need to fill in? If you need to fill in a big space, then you're going to need more mass. So you're going to want one of these bigger leafed greeneries. Does that help any? Again, when I mix up the flocking with the non-flocked, I just love that. I like that it adds. Oh, that's not going to work. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, so I'm going to try to find a place for this one. I want it to come over here, but not be hidden. There's a little bit of shimmer. Okay, and I've got one more piece. I'm just going to take part of that off. It's a little too much. That came together very fast. Very, very pretty. The Just get all the glue off, make sure, so I've got a little hole right here. Let me pull over my leftover green pieces. Make sure these are the same, roughly the same distance out, because this is what's creating my line around the sides. Okay. I wish I had one more little flocked piece, but I'm not going to cut up another one. I think we're done. Do I want this one last piece in it? We do. So put it up there. If it adds to it, you know to keep it. If it detracts or doesn't add to it, then you just take it out. I'm going to angle it up. All right, y'all. What do you think? Y'all could do this, right? It's so simple. Just getting your quality greenery, and then a big large, this could be a poinsettia, it could be a big hydrangea head. If you have regular hydrangeas, you could take some and mass them together and spray them with a little glitter. Stunning. I absolutely love this. All right, so let me show you what we made. So we've made that one, and then this tutorial will be available for this piece. Just going to try to zoom a little bit better. There we go. So this one has an oval container, and then we have that asymmetrical form, and then we've had a little bit of an ornament inside of it. Do you see the ornament? So it's something different. So we got that one, and then this tutorial is going to be added. Isn't that festive? Something different. This is a cylinder arrangement. And then we made this one on TikTok last night. So you guys, if you're not on TikTok following us, make sure to give us a follow. So we made this one last night. Love it. This really looks like a real arrangement. You got the juniper with the berries, and you have your anemones. I don't know why I can never say that. And then all of the different foliages. Here we have a little artificial holly, and even with florists, they will put a little bit of artificial in their holiday arrangements, won't they? Just to give it a little flair, a little festive thing. Welcome, Melanie. So if you're just tuning in, we just finished this beautiful arrangement. You can watch the replay. Make sure to follow us, subscribe, give us a comment so that we can, it helps all of our little, helps our little business that we have here. But look at that, how fun and festive. Absolutely love this. This is probably one of my favorite ones. And here's the top. All right, guys, y'all have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to go ahead and end it. If you're interested in our holiday masterclass, holiday arrangement masterclass, make sure to join our mailing list, because we will send out information as soon as we have all of our videos uploaded. We're going to be doing 6 live trainings. There's going to be 6 of them. So they'll be live like this and very detailed. We're going to be offering kits so that you can duplicate the same process. And there's a whole course portal that you log into. It talks about the tools, and it talks about the different arrangement container types, and it talks about what types of arrangement shapes will look good in which container types. We talk about color, which is, it's a little different when you're talking about color for the holidays, because, a lot of red and green, but just example how I talked about color here with the greenery that we're using. So even though this is technically a red and green Christmas arrangement, we went into depth about, the color, but there's all different kinds of color for Christmas. You've got the blush pink, and you've got the maroon with the platinum gold. You've got the gold and the white and the creams. What other colors? Lavender's now a big trend. So you can always bring in more color for Christmas. I know I put a lot of brown in my Christmas trees. I love bringing the brown in because that brings my eye in. When you're bringing the darker color in, it brings your eye in, right? When you put the lighter color on the outside, that's kind of what pops and what you see first. But you always want that deep color in order to bring your eye in, and that's what's going to create that color depth for you, for the viewer. I love this one. This one has all the texture in it. So we added our focal flower, which was this. Our centerpiece has our focal, which is the Magnolia. And then we created our form using our greenery, and the form is just another word, a fancy word for shape. And then we also included all of our texture pieces. So that would be the berries and the faux birch wood. It would be the flocking on our berries and what is this, lamb's ear. So all of that was in there, and then we also created a line. So we created a line with our couple ways with our sticks, right? We created a line from here to here. You can see it going around, but then also we created a line on the side with our greenery. So we have this line that is connected by all of these repetitions of all of the greenery that we added. And so there is also a line there. So we made sure that we spaced everything around so that we could create our line. So we really just technically reviewed our silk flower TLC guidelines for making sure that you create a beautiful masterpiece for your arrangement. And we're going to go in all that in more detail and depth. That's, to me, what makes it look professional and where you can get a little extra money if you're trying to make sales with your designs. All right. You guys, thanks so much for joining me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Candy. She says lovely. Again, hearts and follows. I do appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.